What's going on, JRD Nation? This is Dan Whitmer, and today we're going to be talking about my 4 favorite, most explosive jump rope moves for burning more calories. By no means are these the best 4 out of any move you can do. These are just my personal 4 favorites that I've been working into a lot of my workouts. If you need a jump rope or a program to help you get started losing weight, that's linked up below. Here are the 4 moves we're going to be talking about today. What we're going to do is break down each move very quickly and then get into a little workout so you guys can practice. And as we get started here with the first one, I want to remind you guys, just visualize and watch this slow motion that you're about to see over and over again, because I can talk all day, but the best way to see how to do these moves is to just watch me and practice. So this first one is just a double under, except I'm splitting my legs in mid-air and then landing with them a little bit split. Now, all I'm doing is the same fundamentals as the double under, which we have linked up, a full tutorial in the top right corner. So I'm landing on both of my toes. That's a really important part here. Make sure not to land on your heels when you do this, but you're shifting your feet in mid-air. And notice again by the arrows how for doing the double under, I'm really spinning the rope hard one time and letting the momentum of the rope carry around twice. I like this more than the regular double under just because it adds a little finesse to your workouts and just makes it a little bit more fun. I'm always trying to incorporate moves that make it look like you're dancing a little bit as you jump rope or kind of floating in the air almost. So it's not that complicated. It might feel a little bit weird at first, but again, just watch the slow motion and continue to repeat what I'm doing. Now this one I really love because this double under side swipe is like a start and stop motion. You're sprinting and then you're stopping. So within this move, as you can see, I do a double under and then I let the momentum of the rope carry my side swipe. I don't even really move the rope. I just let it kind of come around and I direct it around with my hands. I do a boxer skip for 2 to 3 steps and then bam, back into the double under. So notice how I'm doing the side swipe and I'm doing a boxer skip for like 2 to 3 steps and then I get myself centered, boom, up in the air for the double under. Now again, I like this because instead of doing these consecutively and potentially messing up, you can still explode, but then regain your composure as you go about this move, helping you to burn even more calories because of, again, doing that stop and start motion. So here's what it looks like in slow motion with my full body. Again, there's the boxer skip side swipe, and then I'm getting ready, coiling up, and bam, hitting that double under, letting the momentum of the rope do the side swipe, boxer skip, coiling up, and then bam, going up again. So now we're on to the run in place double tap. This is one of my all-time favorite moves just because I think it looks, again, I like moves that make it look like you're dancing or you're floating. This is simply a run in place, but you're allowing the weight of your feet to hit the ground twice. It's a very, very subtle move and one that honestly takes a lot of practice and muscle memory. But watch my feet here. The one that's hitting the ground, as soon as it comes down, it comes up immediately and just does a double tap before switching. So again, don't try to make this more complicated than it is. It's just running in place, but you're tapping your foot twice on the ground. The upper body stays the same as you would for any other jump rope move like regular bounce. So remember your fundamentals. And again, this is gonna feel very weird at first. So I would recommend just watching the B-roll over and over again and practicing wherever you have, some room to do so. And eventually that muscle memory will get better. So now we have the single under side swipe. This is a little bit more advanced of all these moves, but as you can see, the foot motion is what's really important here. So it's kind of like a lazy boxer skip, but I'm just moving the weight back and forth from one foot to the other. That's really important to keep the flow of the move going. If you try to use 2 feet, you're gonna mess up. But what I'm doing is I'm just bobbing back and forth from my left foot to my right foot, and in that process doing a side swipe. And as I bob back and forth, I'm opening the rope and letting it come through. So a typical side swipe you would just do from side to side. This one I do a side swipe and then I open it back up. But again, this one's gonna take a little bit more practice, so I'd recommend just watching this tutorial. And again, we have a full length tutorial on the upper right side. Now let's get into a little bit of practice in a workout. So we're gonna get into a workout doing this. It's gonna be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Try and do this as best as you can and repeat this circuit about 5 or 6 times just to, like I said, continue practicing this move. So during this little exercise period, I'm not going to really talk about the moves. If you want to go back and watch the slow motion, that would be my biggest recommendation. If you want to learn these moves, just go back and visualize. That's why we put all that slow motion B-roll in there, so you guys could just play that over and over again and then take action on it by practicing these moves. And like I said again, these are just my personal favorites and ones that, you know, obviously here at Jump Rope Dudes, we're constantly talking about weight loss and how to get fit with the jump rope. And not all jump rope moves are created equal. If you're just doing kind of a lazy regular bounce, you're not going to burn as many calories as if you're doing a workout filled with the moves that I'm doing here. So just remember that if your goal is to lose weight and get that lean cut physique like we're always promoting here at JRD, you're going to need to use, you know, slightly heavier ropes and be super intense with your workout. So one way to be more intense is to do more explosive moves like the ones that I mentioned here. Another thing, guys, don't worry so much about messing up. I think what stops people from building the body that they want and having fun, which is one of the best parts of jump rope, is just messing up and not staying patient enough. You know, it took me a long time to get to the place that I am where I can do these moves consecutively, and it's something that, you know, over time you just build up the skill. So remember to just practice this on a daily basis if you can, or if you're a beginner, start doing these moves 2 to 3 times a week. And just slowly building up and not really setting a time limit for yourself. Just go ahead, continue to progress at your own pace, and don't compare yourself to other people, guys. Another thing, in this channel we have a ton of really helpful tutorials if you're just getting started with jumping rope that I linked up in the top right. We also talk a lot about nutrition here at Jump Rope Dudes, because you can't just jump rope and, you know, get the perfect body. You need to eat correctly. It's also good to supplement in a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, and other bodyweight exercises. So if you're new here, be sure to check out some of the other videos on our channel. Again, the sole purpose this channel exists is to help people jump rope, get lean, and live more. So thanks for tuning in today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.